Did anybody see that cop shooting in Nashville where the one cop, he shot the black lady and ends up killing her, but he got shot by her too? Did you guys see how fat that guy was? Okay, so this cop, by the way, very nice cop, very fat, but very nice. He pulls over this black woman because the car that she's driving, I believe, is registered to her boyfriend, who has a bunch of outstanding warrants, and he's a bad person, whatever. So he pulls over. He's acting very nice to her. She's very, very belligerent. All of a sudden, she starts disobeying his orders, and he's about to handcuff her, and she starts running around the car, running away from him. And let me tell you, this lady, she was pretty big herself. This cop was so fat, he couldn't even catch her. And she's just like running around the car. It's like a Benny Hill video. There's like, and I'm just looking at this guy and I'm like, what the fuck? She runs into her car and she pulls out a gun. He's like, drop the gun, drop the gun. And as he's falling back, he's shooting her, and then she shot him under his bulletproof vest. You know what that means? She shot him in his hanging belly, right? So she peels off out of there, and then she crashes down the street and dies. I don't know why she did that stupid shit, but whatever. Here's my point of this video. Now, I used to be a very rotund person, so my heart goes out to him being so fat. But here's the problem. Does the Nashville Police Department have any kind of fitness standards for who's a cop and who's not a cop? Because back in the old days, you actually had to be 6 feet tall to be a police officer. Now you could be a midget, which is the N-word for little people. This was the fattest cop I think I've ever seen in my life. This cop weighed at least 350 pounds if he was 6 feet tall. At least 350 pounds. Now, when you call the police and they come to help you, you don't want some like fat, greasy cop coming to your door like, yeah, you needed a cop? Dude, you're breathing that hard just walking up my driveway? What is wrong with you? There's no fitness standards? I know there's got to be. Whose dad was this guy to get on the force? How do you hire a guy to be a police officer and he can't even move? When this guy got shot, he's on the ground. He can't even move because he's so fat. He's just like, oh, what? I'm looking at this video, and who hired this guy? He's too fat to be a cop. Do you want to call the police? Your house has been broken into and you need help, and you here comes fucking Ralphie May to, oh hey, what's going on? Dude, cops are supposed to be physically in shape to run after people and to be able to fight back and defend the public at large and themselves. You don't want a cop coming to your house who's 200 pounds overweight. He couldn't even defend himself. He couldn't even catch that woman when he was chasing her around the car. What the fuck is going on here? This fat acceptance crap there's something wrong here. That cop needs to be fired. Okay, you're too big to be a cop. I was in Hernando County. I think it's like next to Gainesville or something. I seen a cop, I swear to God, this black cop, light-skinned, maybe he's mixed, Hernando County Sheriff, if you're watching, you were at the racetrack or some kind of gas station, 6'4", 400 plus pounds. He was the biggest cop I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if he was either the fattest or that cop in Delano, California. But oh my, okay, I'm not talking about how you let yourself get that large, because there was a point in time in my life where I let myself get that way, and that's for another video. But if you are a public servant protecting people, if you can't even run after a fat black woman and catch her and put her in handcuffs, you're a danger to yourself and the community. If he was in average shape, even if he was 50 pounds overweight and was a little chubby, he would have been able to catch her before she ran around the car to get back into her car to get the gun. You're a danger to yourself, and you're a danger to the public again at large. Why is this guy a cop? This guy needs to be fired. I'm sorry, guys. Take his ass, take his big ass, and bro, go get a job at the jail. Go get a job at a prison or whatever. You're too heavy to be a police officer. You being, first of all, it's not healthy, and I'm not here to tell anybody about, I just weighed myself in there. It was bad news. But let me tell you something. His being so overweight, so damn overweight, almost cost him his life. And what happened, since he didn't catch her, what happens if he missed her and didn't shoot, and she went on a police chase and ran over and killed kids crossing the street? Would that be okay then? This guy almost, his weight is an issue. His weight is a public safety hazard. Sorry, man. You got to go, bro. You can't be a cop that heavy. You can't do it. Go get a job as a security guard. Okay, look, whoever is the chief of police for the Nashville police, yeah, take him off duty and just get him a job. Be a homicide detective. I don't know. Just give him the damn badge or whatever. Yeah, he's dangerous. When I call the police, if something bad happens to me, or if I had a family and I call the police and some 389-pound cop comes over here, I go, hey, what's going on? I don't feel safe with a heavy cop. Like, I'm just like, dude, you're not catching anybody. You can't even run. You fell on the ground, shot, and you couldn't even roll over to protect yourself. This isn't like, I'm not like fat shaming people or me fat acceptance. I don't accept fat, guys. I'm sorry. I don't accept fat because I'm trying to do something about it. That's a long story. That's another story. Anyways, I don't know. That guy needs to go though. Because if I call the police, and if my daughter was like assaulted or whatever, and I call the police and some fat cop shows up and he's like breathing and he's like 3 Big Macs from a heart attack, I'm just going to be like telling him, you know what, forget it, man. Don't even worry about it. I'll just call a rape crisis hotline and they'll help her out. I don't want to deal with fat cops. I don't want to deal with it. Just don't want to do it. I don't.